welcome to Sports Talk on the Tuesday night edition. We're going to have a great time tonight. I want to welcome everyone that's viewing us on Facebook Live, YouTube, on the WJRG television network, part of KMI. I'm Dr. Jerry Green. To my left, the show producer, Big Don from Big Don Production. What's up, my brother?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. Just ready to rock and roll here, see what Larry got for us.
And but I want to say, if y'all look at the legend himself, a Stone Nick man, as long as I've known him, he got the Nick gear on tonight. The legend himself, Bruce Austin.
I tip my hat to y'all. Everything's great.
And all the way in Frederick, Maryland, brother Larry Pearson. What's up, Larry? Can't hear you, Larry. Your audio. We don't hear you, Larry.
Leave it just like that. That's great.
Audio. You hear us now, Larry?
Everything's going great.
All right, my brother.
Ready to roll.
Just let you know, if you didn't know, your brother got in the hospital today. Michael was in the hospital for about 5 days. We'll talk more about it later on. All right?
Okay.
He got out today. Anthony McLean, what's up, my brother? God bless you.
Doing good.
Another legend in the house. And every moment move, and the time go by fast, Kendall. Every time you are on the show, every moment move.
Hey, how you doing, gentlemen?
So what's up, bro?
Yes, sir. I also get some facts when he on the show, too, boy.
Facts.
Facts and stats when he come up here.
Larry, I'm going to let you start us off tonight. If you have any, I know you got some topics for tonight. Do your thing, brother.
I want to start with Jaylen Brown.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Jaylen Brown was MVP player runner-up. He finished fourth, but for the Celtics to let him go, give him no reason why, then come out almost a week later and say why they did it, just to calm everybody else down. After they made a foolish decision trying to trade him, which I think was bad on their part because they didn't get hardly nothing for him. But they said they was planning to get rid of him because of his salary. Do you think there's an underlying reason for the ownership to let him go besides the salary cap? Starting with you. We'll start with you.
Go with Bruce.
Okay, Kendall.
Oh, yeah, listen. Has there ever been a disrespected star as they've been in Jaylen Brown? I mean, you win a championship, get the MVP in the championship, and you don't even make the Olympic team. You become the best player on your team. Jason Tatum's the face of the team. But we have seen the last couple of years, best player on the team get your max contract. Now, if you get a max contract, then why would you trade him away for Paul George and a couple first-round picks? You had a shot at Giannis. You had a shot at a lot of different things. I think it was mumbo-jumbo. I think there's something inside that they had to have something against them because I cannot remember. I mean, if anyone, please correct me. If there's ever been a superstar to perform at this level, to get a championship, MVP in a championship, fourth when it comes to the MVP voting behind Wembanyama, obviously, and SGA and whoever else was between there. He's an excellent player. Both sides of the ball, he was the best player on the Celtics. Jason Tatum was just as talented offensively, but defensively, Jason Tatum couldn't hold a candle to this young man. And next thing you know, you are not on the Olympic team. 3 players picked in front of you, not just 2. 3 players picked in front of you, and now you trade it. Not only were you traded to a division rival.
And the team that you had lead on, you had a 3 games to 1 lead on too. He traded to that same team that came back and knocked you out the playoffs in the first round.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Anthony.
I've been trying to think of a trade that happened like this, where a guy was basically at the peak of his career and he was coming off of what. The only thing I could think of it, and it's probably even a stretch now, when Doc got traded, when the Nets came into the NBA, and Doc got traded to the Sixers, but it was more now that was actually a money thing for the Nets, and we all know how that buried that franchise. This could be the same thing with the Celtics, because I watched some of the news conference, and it was like one of the Cosby kids trying to get out of a lie. They were talking to their dad. It's almost like they were just making stuff up. And again, this to me, this is something that will haunt them for a long time.
I'll let Donald and Bruce go. Then I want to comment right now.
Well, it definitely seems something personal to me. When you mentioned Doc, the difference was Doc left and went and made more money with Phil.
Exactly.
A player then. That's not the case with Brown. So it's something personal that they're not letting out. Because what they said about the money thing, even though he's a top tier player and top tier on the money, that don't make a lot of sense.
Not at all.
You know, that don't make a lot of sense. So something is hiding under there that I feel they're not letting out.
I'll tell you why.
All right.
Well, I got a call from Boston.
Not the call.
I got a call from Boston, and they told me that part of it was this guy was always the smartest guy in the room. If you look at his resume, he did studies with NASA and gave speeches at Ivy League schools and everything. And they say he was a little arrogant with it. You know what I mean? Everybody knew he was smart, but he was a little arrogant with it. I don't know how true it is, but that's the word I got. But I guess they got a few things that you can put in that box. You know, money and everything all together. Plus, they really thought they were going to get Giannis. And they messed up because this is not the first time they had Brown up for trade. So when they really was going all out to get Giannis, but it failed on them and it was too late to bring him back and let him play again for them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Let me add to what Bruce just said. Y'all remember Chauncey Billups? He was a 2004 MVP finalist when Detroit beat the Lakers. Y'all remember Ray Allen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And reason why Ray Allen left Boston and went to Miami, he felt disrespected because every time it was a trade rumor, his name was in it. It wasn't Kevin Garnett, it wasn't Paul Pierce, it was his name. Chauncey Billups was the same way. He got mad and they traded him to Denver, they traded him to the Knicks, and he was saying, why can I get a home? You know, why am I being disrespected like this? Every time it was a trade situation, his name always came up, and Ray Allen's name came up. Not Kevin Garnett, not Paul Pierce, his name. And that's what Jaylen Brown felt like. Bruce said, he got disrespected. I was your MVP in the finals, and you want to trade me for Giannis?
And carried the team.
And carry the team.
With no Tatum.
So he felt disrespected. You know, and in the same way Scottie Pippen felt when they were talking about trading him for Sean Kemp. Because when Scottie didn't want to go in the game against the Knicks, the next year they were talking about trading Scottie. That's why Scottie got mad and said, I want to trade because the fact that you disrespected me. You know, and players, you know, they want respect. They want respect. If you disrespect them, sometimes they give that owner the finger because that's what happens. But with Jaylen Brown, he got mad because it was the same way with Chauncey Billups, Ray Allen, and he said, I'm not going to be caught up like that. I'd rather go to Philly. What that?
But
He never asked for a trade. He never did.
Right.
He never got up there and complained about a trade. He
Right.
never said he wanted.
Well,
That's the big thing.
Well,
All
the
of
rest of them didn't say
well,
either.
No, but they
yeah, they did.
No,
Ray Allen wanted
No,
a
Ray
trade.
Allen was
Yeah,
a
but
free
the only
agent.
thing,
He was a free agent anyway, and they got mad at him.
Yeah,
too.
but
Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett got mad at him.
yeah, they
Called
got
him a
real mad
traitor.
at him. But the whole point is, the way Brown got traded was much more cold-blooded than the
Right.
other ones.
Oh, no, I agree with you, too.
And according
I
to
agree
what
with
they
you.
saying, he really was going to stay with Boston. That's the whole point. All of them are saying that he really was going to stay,
Then why they
even
trade
though
him?
what they
yeah,
put.
but they didn't
See,
want to.
it's something personal with them.
They didn't
That's
want
what
to
we're
take
trying to
that
say.
chance because they knew that they had disrespected him.
Right, he was going to be
You know what I mean? They
in
knew
the
that
locker
after
room.
that Giannis, they fell for Giannis.
Right,
They
But
knew one will come back.
right. He wasn't going
yeah,
to come back.
but he never said nothing.
And then don't forget, he was up for that maximum contract too.
That's why I brought up
He got
Scotty.
the
But
maximum.
Scotty,
But
Time.
but that's why I
the
brought
big thing, it started way before that. It started with the Olympics. They didn't want him on an Olympic team to represent the U.S.
Right.
Okay.
They didn't want him. And when they kept getting more players from the Celtics, he know he was getting disrespected. He knew that.
Yeah, Derek White got picked, for Christ's sakes.
I know.
You know,
Yeah,
he
they
knew
gave-
straight up and down, you know, so it wasn't no surprise by him that they was planning this the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
They
forget,
was planning on getting rid of him.
before they gave Tatum that money, they gave Brown $300 and something million.
Yeah.
And he was at the end of this contract. He's up for that high max extension now. You know what I mean? So I think there's a whole lot going into this. It's more than just one thing.
So you're saying they didn't want to pay him in the future? That's what
they didn't want to pay him. Plus, they really thought that they couldn't trust him more because how much wrong they had done him.
Right, that locker room,
You
man,
know what I mean?
because he was going to be
right, a cancer in the locker room. Right.
It's like
It just wasn't Boston. It just wasn't Boston because with the Olympics. With the Olympics, it took more than just Boston to keep him out of there. You know what I'm saying?
We agree with you, Larry. But this was the Giannis trade was the icing on the cake.
Right.
That was the final straw. Now you want to trade me for Giannis, and I won you a championship, just like Giannis won a championship. How much better is he going to be than me? Right. I mean, he's Giannis. He carried the Bucks to one championship. I carried y'all to one championship. Why you want to trade Giannis for me? You disrespected me. Trade Jason Tatum. Trade somebody else to keep me here. No, he got disrespected, man.
But why you didn't think nobody picked him up? Think about that. Why you didn't think nobody picked him up except Philly? Think about it very clearly now, you know?
But I can't say that no other team wouldn't want him.
Yeah, but Philly was smart. Philly was a big winner.
Right. For
Boston won
for Paul George. Come on.
Why wouldn't Philly get him? They got a chip.
But the whole point, I think Jared said it. Why wouldn't anybody else want something? I mean, we're killing.
It's clear that his name was smeared during this whole thing. Once you get that reputation, it's kind of sad because you want to get on Jaylen Brown for being, quote unquote, too smart or whatever. But then you have these same folks that will go after Shedeur Sanders and say he can't read defenses, even though he's a coach's son. They'll tell you that Jalen Hurts is not an elite quarterback, even though he's won a Super Bowl and was also a coach's son. It's bothersome that you're still hearing these little buzzwords things in regard to black athletes during this day and age. Now, he should not be punished for trying to be a better person outside of sports. And you want here's the thing. The sad thing is, in many ways, the league looks at Jaylen Brown and Ja Morant in the same light. They will get on Ja Morant for being bad outside of the court, but then they'll get on Brown for being good on court and not wanting to pay him. It's that ultimate double standard that still exists with a lot of these black athletes and people. I think, speaking for myself, I'm tired of seeing folks getting slandered like this because you should be judged on what you do on the court, But that's
Jaylen Brown has the most. He has the highest rated resume, the most qualified resume of all different things of any basketball player ever, according to what we see on paper. When it comes to him, have you seen his resume?
That's what I'm talking.
Yeah. This is a guy that spoke at Harvard. This is a guy that is
Work with NASA.
Yeah. I mean, we always hear the same stereotypical things when guys aren't as whatever. They made fun of Dexter Manley when they found out he couldn't read.
Right.
It's crazy.
But let me say something too. Just like Draymond Green, right? For example, Draymond Green and Jaylen Brown got their own podcast, right? Having their own podcast. That's why even guys like Stephen A. Smith mad at him because now they got a platform. And as long as the man can control you, he don't want you to have that platform. Right. Because now they can speak out and say what they want to say, and they don't like that. That's another reason why they
the other thing that scares the Stephen A's of the world is that, let's face it, because these guys have played the sport, you're going to listen to their perspective a little bit more. I mean, we do, this is not to denigrate what folks like myself and others and what we're doing here, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to want to hear from either a current player or a former player, because they're going to give you that perspective that a broadcaster or a writer or whatever is not going to be able to give you. You can write and talk all that whatever, but when you hear it literally and figuratively from the horse's mouth, it's another way. And the I don't know if say if it's more jealousy, but see, it sort of diminishes what they do, because unfortunately now we're in this age where it's more about having a hot take on something as opposed to really getting an idea of what goes on. I mean, we all respect what we're able to do here as journalists, but when you're able to get that perspective from someone that's either played or someone that's coached, you should be able to take that and not feel threatened by it. That's the thing that's kind of bothersome to me.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that got podcasts and they follow the narrative.
Oh, absolutely.
There's certain things you just can't say.
Yeah, but they can say anything they want on their podcast. You know what I mean? That's the thing. What it is, they got their own setup, and they don't need these folks. And they say what they want on their podcast to try to get famous. See, look what happened to Marcellus Wiley. He was up there every day talking junk. Now he done got busted 2 times in the last 6 months for domestic violence.
Yeah. But a lot of them use it too, Bruce, as a way, because like I hate to pick on like the Stephen A. Smith and the Skip Bayless, them, they attack the players. So the players that want a platform to speak back.
Yeah, but everybody is against everybody that got podcasts. If they're not, everybody not. What I'm saying, everybody not on the same page.
Okay.
That got podcasts.
Right.
So this one might be for this one. This one might be for this one. Say, for instance, people that like Kate McCloud, they're gonna talk what they think on their podcast, and the people that like Angel Reese gonna talk what they want on their podcast.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's what keeps that money flowing. A lot of people don't know. When you comment on a lot of these things, these guys getting paid.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they'll put up something stupid just to get the feedback. The more feedbacks they get, the more money they make.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to watch how you look. A lot of this stuff not true.
See, but that's why, like, I hate to bring up names on here, but like that's why Stephen A. Smith go on the defense when they come after him. Now it's right for him to talk about them. As soon as they say something about him, now he got a problem. And I know he got a bigger stage. He's on ESPN, but them guys saying, "Look, you gonna talk about me? I'm gonna talk about you. You never even played the game.
Yeah, but if you watch Stephen A., when he get ready to talk about somebody, you could tell he get ready to talk about somebody because he'll try to clear it up.
First. That's my brother.
You know, I'm not really saying nothing bad about him.
That's my brother.
But you know, they walk with 2 left feet.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta look at these guys. They phoned it in a $6 bill.
Well, it definitely was out that Boston wasn't happy with Brown's podcast.
No,
right.
That definitely had came out.
Right.
And his podcast didn't like his either at first. Because Steve Kerr could do that.
Right.
He can control the guy in the court. Never mind control him outside the court.
You know that was going on.
But he was going off about referees and everything, and the NBA don't want you doing that. NBA don't want you to try to control their sport. You know, so certain things you need to say, and certain things you just need to be quiet.
It's gonna be like Allen Iverson when he retired, and Dennis Rodman and Ron Artest, those guys, and it was the guy that choked the coach, Sprewell. In that same category with the same boat with them guys in.
Who's that?
I'm talking about Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown going to be in there.
He's going to be in that category
a lot
too.
richer than them guys.
I'm not the money part.
He's richer, but they don't want him around though. You know what I'm saying?
Money part.
What Don's saying, he don't need them.
Right. He ain't going to need it. He ain't going to care.
He could care one way or the other.
Especially with all the talent he got and other stuff he can do. I don't think it's going to bother him at all.
But he's gonna be in that same category.
Yeah, but it's different now because these guys don't need them no more. They got their own podcast.
Well, Dennis Rodman in the podcast we want with you now.
Yeah, but a lot of them guys do. But what he's saying is you don't have to be on ESPN.
I agree
to get your protocol. That was done. You don't need them.
But a lot of guys,
care less.
No, but a lot of guys too that like the Reggie Millers and them, they wanna help with the games and they want to be in the organization.
Everybody
Because
not
all
cut
of
out for
them,
that.
even Dwayne Wade, all of them hanging around.
Oh, yeah,
They're trying to.
It's a whole different dynamic now because of the internet. Because look at when ESPN started. The internet wasn't around. You could only get your sports news and you only get opinions from a certain amount of things. Now the whole landscape has changed. Now, I mean, think about it. Shannon Sharp, in many ways, it might be the biggest voice in all of media right now, strictly because of his reach and because of the interviews that he's been able to get over the. I mean, people are still talking about that Cat Williams interview, and that was almost a year and a half ago. But
but look at the folks he's had on there since then, and they basically barred him off of TV.
Yeah,
right.
And he's more popular now. Like Anthony said, he's more popular now. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying about Brown.
Okay,
They don't need him.
I got you. Oh, Larry, before you move on to the next question, I saw the highlights the other day, a commercial about the 3-on-3 with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
You guys heard it? It's boring. All right. I never
Maybe it's gonna speed up like
my
it did
son was
last
telling
year,
me
but it
about.
started out boring.
Is that what it started already?
I couldn't really watch it myself. So I let the
There
pros
was a lot of old guys. The White Howard. The White Howard.
Okay.
It
Guys, I
He a
saw the
legend
commercial.
in there.
was boring, so
It was
I'll
boring.
let the expert. Go ahead.
No, we can move on.
No, they probably got better opinion. I got bored in turn. So what you got, Anthony?
it's the thing was when the big three came out, it was during COVID, and it was almost like in a sense where we were starved for sports, and it was perfect. But since then, since COVID has what's it been like, about 4 or 5 years now, it's sort of lost in the shuffle now because people are probably watching more WNBA games, maybe even watching a little bit more maybe a little bit more baseball. It's still, I mean, it still has a little bit of audience. That might be one of those sports where it's more exciting maybe being at the arena as opposed to watching it on TV, because with TV, you've got other choices. Like on a night like tonight, you can watch the World Cup, you can watch the WNBA, you can watch baseball, and then within another month or so, football comes in, and then when football starts, everything else gets pushed to the side.
But Anthony, let me go with Kendall for a second. Kendall, now when Ice Cube started this, now, but didn't he want to do it because it was a black owner, like a black type of thing?
Yeah, black owned situation. Yeah.
Situation to try to get some of the brothers that couldn't make the NBA. I mean, the ones that retired. That like the Norris Coles or the Mario Chalmers and all them. But wasn't that his attempt from the beginning to try?
That was his attempt. He even tried to get Clayton Clark to come out there.
That was just a rumor.
But you know what? It was exciting during COVID when it first came out, because a lot of controversy when you had your Ron Artest. It would still be Ron Artest. They were fighting and carrying on. So me, right? You know how I get. So I like the controversy stuff. So it did have that. And I will watch it for that, because I figure later on it's going to come back with that again. Yeah. And it do be pretty good then. I'll watch the controversy.
Steven Jackson.
Man, I'd rather watch the controversy with like Alyssa Thomas and Caitlin Clark on the WNBA,
Yeah, I would rather watch that too, and I will watch that. But I'm just saying that I will watch a little bit of the 3-on-3 when it gets, I start hitting the little rumors and stuff. I want to see what's going on.
So Larry, what do you think? You think that's going to last or what?
No.
No, okay.
I would have laughed because of what it's been about 4 or 5 years now.
4 or 5 years.
But what kind of television they get?
Oh, they're getting good support. They've been on.
Let me explain to you how come it's going to last, Larry. I got a good explanation for that. It'll be the only game we'll be able to afford to go to.
and also the women have their own as well.
They got a league, yeah.
Season, but it's the other active WNBA players. I mean,
yeah, but the women's play full court.
Yeah.
The men play half court 3-on-3. The women play full court 3-on-3.
Yeah. Well, I think that's more of a safety issue, because some of these guys, as you can see, some of them are still in pretty decent shape, but a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of them are old guys.
It's not. Put it this way: in some instances, it just hasn't really been pretty seeing them.
Yeah.
I'm not
in there, whatever.
entertained by it at all.
Yeah.
Hey, you got something else you want to talk about? Because I don't want to take up your topics. Go ahead.
I want to check up on the rookies. How many people watching rookie games? And so far, how they looking? Like Peterson went up for 25 points. I mean, he's hitting.
Yeah, Peterson's
everything.
doing his thing, and so is Cameron Boozer.
And Cameron Boozer, yes, Cameron Boozer hit 21 the other night. You know, but Peterson, like he was the best thing come out of the draft.
Play for Utah.
I watched a little bit of the
It's the summer league has been I guess they start in earnest either tonight or tomorrow, but the handful of games that's been on, it's hey, these kids are ready to make an impact, and Peterson's in a perfect situation where they're the first two guys especially, and I guess you could throw Boozer in there as well. They're looking at them as being faces.
I think they're all going to start.
Oh, I'd be shocked if they didn't.
I think the boy from North Carolina is going to start.
Yeah.
I never seen him look this good coming out, hitting 25. I mean, they was shooting like they've been, playing against younger people. You know what I'm saying?
How about that kid, that 6'11" kid from North Carolina, Caleb Martin? That kid is something. He's good too. They're all good.
I haven't seen him. Caleb Wilson.
Yeah, he's good. What?
Yeah. There's some people that think that we may look back at this draft
like 2006.
Possibly. Oh, it's because at least the first three picks probably start opening night, barring injury.
Right.
And you never know who else.
First five, look like first five going to start.
At the very least, a lot. And the thing about it is, they're going to be impact players. I mean, they're asking. The kid from BYU is basically being asked to save the
Japonza.
Japonza. I mean, who would have, if someone had told you 20 years ago that a black player from BYU would be the number one overall pick?
Yeah,
I didn't never.
Yeah, but
playing for the Wizards is a hard job. Playing for the Wizards, trying to bring them out the grave is it's a hard task.
I remember when he was coming out of high school and he had the interview with his father when he first announced that he was going to BYU. Everybody was surprised that he picked them.
Yeah.
On TV, they had the interview. He was coming out of high school, and that's when he announced he was going to BYU.
Why you pick BYU?
I guess he wanted to make a name for us up there. I don't know, man. But
who knows? He could have made a name anywhere, but we don't.
Yeah,
that one right there didn't match. You never saw anything like that at BYU. I've never seen an African-looking guy playing for BYU.
And they've had some decent players that have come out of there. Of course, Danny Ainge.
Was white.
Yeah, but that's the crazy thing about it. It's like, of all schools, it's like, I would have never thought
Mormon country.
Really.
Hey, Larry, let me ask you a question though. Why you says that Washington it'd be hard get them out of the basement? At least they did win one championship with Elvin Hayes and Winston Sell. I know it was years ago.
Yeah, but they would be all right.
Was that about 40 years ago?
It was. I'm just saying, at least they won one. Some teams like Phoenix never won. Phoenix Suns or the Utah Jazz, some teams never won nothing. Okay, and the Knicks took them 53 years to get their third championship. So I'm saying, if Washington get the right player,
they got them now.
See, Michael Jordan got to mess that franchise up a little bit too now. Okay,
but how many number ones they had got in the last 20 years? They got at least 10.
Yeah,
they got at least 10.
First round draft picks: Adam Morrison, Kwame Brown.
That never went nowhere.
Yeah, but they got different players now. They got a pretty tough squad.
They got to tell you about Golden State one time, Larry, when they was in the basement. All right, remember back in Golden State 20 years ago, they was in the basement. Yeah, there was a team that everybody even thought about it. They won what 4 championships in 6 years, something like that, 7 years. So a team could come out. It just matters. You got to get that universal player.
Yeah, but that's going to depend.
But Golden State was good at one point.
When?
It was good at one point.
What's the name for
God? Rick Barry.
They were good, but they weren't.
Okay.
They was good. Gus Williams, those guys play ball.
But they was in California with the Lakers. I mean, even though the Clippers didn't get a lot of respect, Sacramento, all of them was in California. And the Lakers took all their headlines, and Golden State, Sacramento, and the Clippers were in the basement. Okay, Golden State didn't get no respect. Now they got respect because of Steph, Draymond, and Klay Thompson. They got respect.
But they wasn't like 2-70. You know what I'm saying? I mean 10-70. You know, Washington be losing so many games.
I think one year they only won like 10 games too now.
I'm talking about every year for Washington lately.
Put it this way, both of those franchises had multiple number one picks, and some of them, you know, like it was either hit or miss. You know, like you had Joe Barry Carroll, and was it Andrew Bogut, and then Washington had the Kwame Brown thing probably set them back for a long period of time.
In Boston draft Joe Barry Carroll, and they traded.
No, he was the pick that got him. I think that was the tail end of the Robert Parrish.
Robert Parrish. Then they drafted Kevin McHale.
Then Joe Barry Carroll to Golden State and brought Robert Parrish to Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, Bruce.
Yeah. Exactly right.
What I'm saying, Larry, if Golden State could turn things around the way they did, and there was trash one time too, right? They tried Baron. What's that guy? Baron
Davis.
Yeah, Baron Davis. They tried, but it was always a team that nobody really respected.
Yeah, but
I used to go down to the Wizards game. They give away tickets. they be giving away tickets. You ain't gotta buy them.
You out there with Washington, man. You should be.
They be trying to give you a ticket. Get some people to see.
We go to a bus trip. We know we can get in Washington.
All day long.
You show up early. You show up early enough, they may give you a uniform.
Where will LeBron land at, Kendall? What you think? Anybody?
I think Cleveland.
You still think
all roads lead to Cleveland, and James Harden is opting out of his contract. Donovan Mitchell got the max deal, but James Harden wants a new deal. So that's the excuse now. He makes enough money for him to get taken up out of there and LeBron to fill the spot. I just think all roads lead to Cleveland.
No,
although
they said they're going to keep him. They're going to keep him.
They're going to keep Harden?
They're going to rearrange his contract from 2 years to 3 years to cut down his money.
That's what I heard.
Hey, but you know what I was reading? No, I saw something the other day that the Knicks are very excited about they must have had a talk with Rich Paul or something, because they're kind of excited about trying to get LeBron over there too. I think LeBron.
I wouldn't even mess with the Knicks team right now.
That's a pipe dream.
Yeah, but
Rich, I wouldn't touch that team right now.
If the Knicks hadn't won the championship, LeBron.
Yeah, now we talking. Yeah.
What he can do if they don't win a championship, ruin his career. You know what I'm saying? If he goes,
the Knicks had one of the greatest runs in playoff history. They would have to win the whole thing and have a better run through playoff history, or we're going to get into that debate. Was LeBron really the greatest? You know what I mean? He's on a ready-made team. They didn't win the championship. They were better off without him. I just think he should go to Cleveland. They have enough pieces in place in order to contend for a championship. They'll play games that matter.
You know? Kendall.
I would love to see.
I mean, think about it. If LeBron went to the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, he's still gonna be the man. All right. The only thing LeBron gonna do is just rebound. He'll be a lot better than Mitch Robinson. Okay. Rebound.
What do you mean only rebound? He was scored.
But they got Andre Drummond now.
Mitch Robinson scored 20.
No! I thought you were talking about LeBron.
No, what I'm saying, he'll be better than Mitchell Robinson. So what I'm saying,
he'd be better than Bridges too. He'd be better than John.
That's what I'm saying. So you gonna tell me Kendall LeBron wouldn't fit in with the Knicks?
Right.
Come on,
he'll fit in anywhere. But what I'm saying is that if the Knicks don't win, LeBron will fit in anywhere. He's a cerebral player. The Knicks literally had the best playoff run that we've ever seen. And the only loss that we can think of was the night that President Trump showed up. That's the only time we can think of them losing. Those guys came back. They did such a job this year. that I would have to give them another shot, like the Bad Boys had done. Golden State did it. I mean, you got to give that team another shot at it. I mean, because if they what if they click like that the whole year? I mean, they have chemistry. You got them 3 Villanova boys; they all like each other. And Ananobi, come on, that team was amazing. I wouldn't touch it.
Didn't Houston Rockets pick up Clyde Drexler after they won their first championship? They won the first.
Yeah, but he was he was good. They won the first championship. They got Clyde Drexler. But let's think about it. Did they get Clyde Drexler, or did Akeem Olajuwon bring his boy along to get a championship on a ready-made team?
I don't care how he got it. Go ahead.
Let's use the Warriors when they got Kevin Durant. Come on.
Oh.
You're going to tell me that it wouldn't be the same thing if LeBron James went to the Knicks?
But they would have to win the championship. Kevin Durant, they won the championship. But they're going to have to win. If he goes to the Knicks and the Knicks do not win the championship, what are we going to say? The Knicks won the championship without LeBron. As soon as LeBron came, we didn't win the championship. We didn't give ourselves a chance.
That won't happen. Who going to beat them? Who going to beat them? Utah?
Hey, Kendall, let me ask you this. Suppose they don't get LeBron and don't win the championship this year.
That's okay. You gave him a chance to go for it.
If nobody in their right mind can tell you that they worst team with LeBron on it.
Nobody.
If they do, they fool.
They'll beat the Spurs and they'll beat OKC.
Okay. So Kendall's talking about Cleveland. They got James Harden. So it'll be a better fit in Cleveland
No, without James Harden. I get rid of James Harden.
No, they're not getting rid of him.
And then to go to the Knicks, you telling me you do a team already won? They got the right pieces in place. You rather see if you think he have a better shot in Cleveland than with the Knicks?
Now I'm asking you this question. Now they win the championship. Do we put him in? If they go and win the championship again, do we look at him like we look at Kevin Durant?
It wouldn't matter. He'll have 5 rings.
Yeah, they would. Because the Knicks just won it. Now, if the Knicks had won it 3 years ago, and he went there, it wouldn't look like Durant. But if he went this year and the Knicks just won it, sure, they would say the same thing.
He get that 5th ring. I think that'll be bigger.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be mad. But the fans would treat him just like they did.
Anthony is real quiet. He's real quiet. He's looking. He's
Way. I would put it away. I wouldn't kick LeBron. I wouldn't kick LeBron away out of that team. I mean, I'd bring him in. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But the one team that I'm surprised is not on that list, the Spurs.
Yes, they said Antonio should be on that list.
I mean, think of what they need. Think of what kept them from winning. They couldn't close out games.
Yeah.
Who would be better to bring in to mentor those kids?
Oh yeah.
And most importantly, be a closer. Now, like I said, if the Knicks were to bring him in along with Drummond as well, that more than, I mean, I hated to see Robinson leave, but if you bring in LeBron and Drummond, how could you not be considered a contender? But yeah, I'm not kicking him. I'm not. If he wants to come here for a year, hey, open the doors for him. Now, only thing I would feel bad is for the fans because the ticket prices would be. You think the ticket prices were crazy before? even if you bring him in for league minimum, it's still going to be LeBron in New York.
Pat Riley will bring him back.
Every GM in the league will bring him back if he go.
All right, but what I'm saying, Kendall, I mean, no, you definitely gotta go with LeBron.
But let's be real, Kendall. You want him because you just like. First of all, you love Cleveland anyway.
Yeah, I want to go to Cleveland. I want to see him in Cleveland. This is all personal. This is totally personal. I mean, who in their right mind would want to get rid of him? I just want to go to the games in Cleveland. I can't go to the games in New York or San Antonio or anything like that. Let's just keep it real. Let's call it like it is. I didn't get a chance to bandwagon jump, but I can do a little something over here.
Kendall, take us with you.
I would.
Get a ticket.
I listen. I have connections there.
Well, we got to take a break for a second. We got a promo we're going to play for the show for next Saturday.
Big Gun Production proudly presents the Jerry Green's Gospel Live Television Showcase, a night of faith, music, and inspiration. Special guest, Reverend Hayward Anderson. All this going on Saturday, July 18th, African American Lodge 24, 12 Manila Avenue, Hamden, Connecticut. Doors opening at 5:30. Show starts at 6. Tickets are $20. Call 203-875-0520. Also on this program will be none other than the Heavenly Stars, Rose Boyd, Pastor Ronald Birch, Transparent, Bozzy Lee, DC Smallwood. Saturday, July 18th, African American Lodge 24, 12 Manila Avenue, Hamden, Connecticut. Doors opening at 5:30. Show starts at 6. Tickets are only $20. You can send your cash out to $84 Plymouth, $84 Plymouth. Call 203-875-0520. And this is an event you don't want to miss.
Going to be next Saturday, but I also want to remind everyone on October the 3rd, that's going to be on a Saturday, I am being inducted into my high school Hall of Fame, Richard C. Lee High School, a school you went to, Larry, as well, right? The high
Yes,
school.
sir.
All right, so it's going to be a great ceremony. I'm looking forward. I'm going to be nervous that night. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, I won't be nervous at that night. I'll be nervous on that night. I might get down to walk up with me.
You be nervous until they put the mic in your hand.
But it's going to be a great event. I'm being inducted for my community service over the years. I have to say, out of all the award ceremonies and all the achievements God blessed me with, this is the ultimate right here, because when I'm dead and gone, my picture will be hanging up in Career High School, so people get a chance to see me. My boy Hollywood told me I got to mention this name when I go up there, so I'll make sure I mention Hollywood name. So any of you guys want to come, let me know. I need a head count so we can come out and help me celebrate.
I'm going.
Wow.
You can count me in.
All right, I got you. I know, Larry, you way down in Maryland, so I don't expect you to come up. But anyway,
I don't know.
You don't know what? Lehigh, but you Lehigh, man, you play football.
Yeah, I don't know. I might try to make it.
Ken, I got another question. What school did Dr. J come to for John Williams today, brother?
Lehigh.
All right, that's all I want to say. So we got history right there. All right, Larry, let me start with you on this one. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, is he underrated, man? 6 MVPs, one in high school at Marriott. What was the name of the high school he went to?
Howard Memorial.
Memorial. And then he went to UCLA, won like 3 years in a row, something like that. Got 6 titles, with the NBA, a championship, 6 MVPs, was the all-time leading scorer till LeBron passed him. Is he underrated, Larry? Does he get enough respect or what? Or he worse than Scottie Pippen? Which one is it?
No, he gets respect. He gets respect, but he was never, since he left Milwaukee. In Milwaukee, he was the monster, but when he got with the Lakers, there was so many other great players there that they didn't give him respect he deserved, because he was around other great players like Magic Johnson. I mean, there was a lot of all-stars there, so he didn't get the respect.
Who's the captain? Who's the captain of the team?
Magic.
No, Kareem was the captain.
Magic was the captain too.
Anthony, who's the captain? Team Anthony.
I always thought Jabbar was the captain.
It was
day
Kareem.
one from when we got the.
Larry,
The funny thing also with Kareem,
Let's look it up.
It took about 5 years before they got that first title in LA. Remember, they went through some hard times in LA before
Until they got Magic.
Before Magic got there, yeah, it was he was traded in '75. They won the title in
81, I think
79, I believe it was. And, they went through.
Hey, Larry, who got him over the hump, Larry? Who got him over the hump, Larry?
Larry did. Magic did.
Woo! Magic Money. Showtime. Showtime. We ain't talking about the Apollo neither.
But okay, Anthony. But what I'm saying is that I agree with you, because they lost the Seattle Supersonics twice, and they had a good Dennis Johnson, Gus Williams, downtown Fred Brown. Yeah, they had a good
Jack
team.
Sikma.
Portland beat them in '77 as well.
Yeah.
All right, so Kareem lost twice to the Seattle Supersonics. They lost to Bill Walton in '77. They got swept by the Trailblazers, but they had a good team too. The same team to beat Philly.
Yeah.
Watt was a bad man.
Yeah, Lionel Hollins and all them boys.
He the one don't get enough respect.
Who's that?
Bill Watt.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, so Kareem, the West was tough back then.
Yeah.
Now I agree. When Magic came, I give you all the credit. Magic was like Reggie Jackson, destroyed
It
that.
was showtime.
He was destroyed that stirred the drink. Put it like
I
that.
believe it.
Because the
Yeah.
Lakers, playoffs wasn't like the Lakers was to make the playoffs. Just that.
They just didn't use their fingers for nothing.
Okay, right.
They won't put no rings on them.
So I give Magic. And even when Bird when he went to the Lakers, I think Lakers still the one with Larry Bird.
They might have.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm saying,
You can't claim that though.
why not?
Because it didn't happen.
Because Larry won the next year though.
Nah, but see,
Well, Larry won the next year.
let me ask you something. Who's the better facilitator, Bird or Magic?
Both of them.
No.
Well,
Magic.
Magic put on a show. He put on a show.
Magic was the best facilitator of all time.
Yeah, you said that Bird would have won it with Magic. It's a difference. Bird wasn't the point guard. Magic was the missing piece.
Okay, Magic was
Bird would have went right there and been behind guys like James Worthy and all them. What was he gonna play? Was he gonna play point guard?
Did Bird beat Magic in them the first time they played?
That ain't what I'm saying. I'm
Did
saying
he beat him though?
no. You said if Bird would have went to LA, they'd have won the championship the same thing.
We don't know.
I'm saying no because they had guys like James Worthy.
No,
played that
wasn't there. He wasn't there that first year.
Yeah, but I'm
He
saying
came in '83.
they had guys that played that position.
Into my whoops.
Magic played what they needed, the point guard. Bird could pass, but he was nowhere near the passer that Magic was.
Okay, but who was the point guard when they lost in '84? When the Celtics played? Magic. All right? And then
Magic won in his rookie year. And they went back and forth. Magic won it, Bird won it. Magic won it, Bird won it.
Magic won 5 out of 9
Magic
years.
won 5. Bird got 3.
Right.
5 out of 9 years. Hello.
And the two of the 3 years that Bird won, they beat Houston, not LA.
Right. And who did Houston beat to get there, Anthony? Since you brought that
Yeah,
up.
they had to beat the Lakers. Yeah, but look, he beat him in college. He beat him in the pros.
Hey, but Jerry, I
I
want to answer your question. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is my all-time first team center over Chamberlain, and actually he's on my first team all-decade team. I think he deserves the credit. 6 MVPs. How many championships? Six championships. I mean, this man was the all-time leading scorer and had the ultimate weapon that has not been duplicated, but more points were scored with that sky hook than any other weapon. He was unstoppable, plain and simple.
Changed the rule and called it when no more slamming.
Right.
Yeah. They checked that he won on every level.
Think about it. That freshman team,
Beat the UCLA team.
the championship team that year. So in a sense, he got.
Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He basically his freshman team beat that defending UCLA team. So in a sense, he won 4 titles in 4 years. And the fact that they had to change the way the game was played. They outlawed Duncan strictly because of him. And even with all that being said, yeah, he does. When we're talking about that GOAT conversation, he does sort of get lost in the shuffle.
Right. That's all I'm saying. Larry, you said Magic had the 5 rings, right?
Yes, for 9 years.
How many rings Kareem got altogether?
6.
Kareem, I think got 6.
So
He got the one with Milwaukee.
One in Milwaukee. Yeah.
I want Larry to understand. He got 6 and Magic got 5. So don't keep bringing up Magic and leave Kareem out. He got 6. We all bring up 6 with Michael Jordan. Oh, he's 6-0 in the final. He's 6-0. He got 6. He got 6 too. But he got 6 and his 6 don't mean nothing. Because Magic got 5.
Well,
But
he definitely
Magic,
underestimated.
that's all I asked the question.
Definitely 100%.
Well, it also helps that he had 2 of the greatest guards. He played with 2 of the greatest guards in the history of the
Oscar
game.
Robertson and Magic Johnson.
Robertson and Magic Johnson.
That's
It's not.
Yeah.
I don't say that to take that away from Kareem. I'm just saying it's it definitely helps.
Magic Robinson, Magic had probably one of the best center, or maybe the best center of all time playing with them too. So
Sure, no doubt. But see, again, it's a team. Again, when we're talking about titles, it's certain players can have 6, 7, but it's all about the team. It's still a team game.
Well, what we're trying to say is Kareem is definitely underrated because he had a hook shot that nobody ever been able to duplicate.
That shot in
And
the
he was
The
right.
greatest offensive weapon in all of team sports.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just alone don't get talked about enough.
Yeah.
That right there. Something he
Yeah.
done created that no man ever, even
The
though
fact-
LeBron James.
The fact that no other center has even tried to emulate that shot boggles my mind. I cannot understand why.
And neither can I.
Yeah.
They had a few that tried it, but they gave it up the first day.
Well,
Yeah.
Magic Johnson did it better than the centers.
if you guys tried to play any basketball, that hook shot was the hardest thing you would have been trying to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Couldn't
Green
stop
made
it.
it look like a regular foul shot, but that hook thing was the hardest thing you would have been trying to do.
See, he had to develop that because they
Because
made
it's
the
not the
rule.
dunk it. He couldn't dunk it.
He couldn't slam in college.
Yeah.
So he perfected that shot.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, and I want you to understand, Larry, please sit down for a second. I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this.
I can't. I've got cramps. My legs are cramping up.
Oh, you got cramps. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. But what I was going to say, I don't want y'all to think, Kendall, I don't like Magic. I like Magic was a bad boy.
Absolutely.
I remember Magic. Magic was a bad boy. But don't anybody might have with you guys, some of the Magic and Mike were royalty. No matter, they can't do no wrong. But a guy like LeBron, he was just a great player. That's what I got a problem with.
Jerry, I don't think that way. I think LeBron has an argument to be the greatest team player of all time. I just think, as I always mentioned, as far as LeBron is concerned, we cannot drink the haterade on. Listen, he has scored more points in a professional league than anyone else. He's won 3 titles. Four titles with 3 different teams. He's the only player in the league history to have more than 10,000 rebounds and 10,000 assists, and he's approaching 15,000. LeBron James will probably go down in history as the single best player to ever come out of the NBA when it's all said and done. You lay it on paper and you go down. We're going to forget what Michael Jordan was. For me, I think Michael Jordan, just as I was growing up, was my favorite player. So was Magic. But I also, as I tell you, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is my top center. Period. He played against Chamberlain. I mean, he got 6. He got 6 titles. Oh no, he is not underrated to me.
Let me ask you a question. You brought up, which is true. LeBron won 3 championships with 3 different teams. If you won a 4th championship with 4 different teams, okay, wouldn't that put him?
You may have to call him the greatest. I mean, listen. I think if he goes to another team and wins the championship, case closed.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we could play that. Like, look, we could go ahead and go with that 6-0 in the championship series, but we're going to forget the 7 years that he didn't make it, and we're going to forget that Jordan was a Washington Wizard. Just saying, you know what I mean? We conveniently forget that. LeBron James has been in a conversation in the playoffs, making a difference for 20-some-odd years. We have to look at him as probably the best player in NBA history. We've got to do that. We're just being nostalgic and troublemakers. That's all I do is I start trouble when it comes to that. I just want to have an argument, But if you really want to look at it on paper, if you lay it down on paper, LeBron James is the player that you would want your children to emulate because he doesn't go after like the last shot like Kobe and Jordan does. He makes the best play. When you think of LeBron, you think of a person who will make the best play. He'll get, he does what he has to do.
That might cost him a couple of rings too.
Yeah. So there's an argument that he is the best player in the NBA. No question. If someone says that, we can't argue with that. Stats are speaking for itself.
Well, go ahead, Anthony, because I don't think that costs a couple of rings.
And see, I always look at it historically in the sense of Elgin Baylor begat Connie Hawkins, who begat Dr. J, who begat Jordan, and so on and so forth. Magic, look, James was always more Magic than Jordan. Could he have scored like Jordan? Absolutely. But his thing was always about facilitating. And even with Magic, as good as he was in those early years, he didn't start getting MVPs until he started scoring more. And see, that speaks more of just how you like your basketball. Look, there's always going to be great scorers. There's always going to be great scorers. But the reason why I personally look at Magic in a higher vein is because he set a standard. He was a 6'9" point guard.
Right.
A
Right.
six
No, he was.
nine point
He was.
guard. That's and see when you that's why people still hold Chamberlain because you have goaltending because of Wilt Chamberlain. You have basically the 3-second lane, the paint because of Wilt Chamberlain. And again, it's not to take anything away from Jordan. Jordan set his own precedent as well. But what gets lost in the translation is, to me, when you're looking, if we're going to do the GOAT conversation, you have to look at it from the whole point of view, and that's where it gets lost. And all I ever ask the James fans and the Jordan fans is look at it on the whole level, because while we're so busy talking about Jordan and James, Kareem gets lost out of the picture.
Tim Duncan gets lost out of the picture.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. The thing is, James is probably going to be the one guy that we're not going to appreciate until 5 years after his career is over with. While he's in the midst of it now, for whatever reason, people don't appreciate him, and that's really sad.
Hey, Anthony, I want to say one thing. I wish I had the flyer. I had it up. I thought I downloaded it. Phil Jackson. Now, this is what the flyer said. I'm not saying it was true or not, but they said that Jackson said the game evolved more around LeBron today's game than Michael Jordan's game. Because, and I understood what he said. I'll tell you why I understood.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be like Mike when Mike played. Somebody said Mike kind of destroyed the game one time. Vince Carter wanted to be like Mike. Kobe wanted to be like Mike. Allen Iverson wanted to be like Mike. Them guys wanted their own team. Even Tracy McGrady, he had a chance to play with his cousin Vince Carter in Toronto. He wanted his own team.
Yeah.
He just so he left Toronto and went to Orlando, I think it was. He wanted his own team. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. They feel if Mike could lead a team and get 6 championships, even though they forgot about Scotty, they wanted their own team. And nobody wanted to play team ball. They wanted to be that leader. That's why Kobe didn't want Shaq either. He didn't want to be another Scottie Pippen. He wanted his own team. Okay? That's what I'm saying. And LeBron is more of a team player like Magic, that LeBron get his teammates involved. He don't care about being that great leader, even though the pressure's on him. If he don't win,
and Jerry, fundamentally, there's absolutely positively nothing wrong with wanting to be the guy. But as Iverson found out, as McGrady found out, as Kobe to a certain extent, although he did wind up winning titles after Shaq left, there's an extra responsibility when you want to be the man, because the thing is, there's an accountability factor. The thing you can never take away from Jordan was always accountable before Pippen and after Pippen got there. He was always accountable. I've always said the 2 greatest runs by an individual to get his team to the finals was LeBron when he took the Cleveland team that first time, and Iverson when he took the Sixers against the Lakers. Remember that as great as that Laker team was, that one loss was to Iverson. Tyrone Lue probably still has nightmares of him stepping over him after game 1.
Right. No, I agree. I mean, Allen Iverson, he was tough, but I'm saying everybody that was during the Michael Jordan era.
Oh, sure.
Everybody wanted to carry their team. They wanted to be like Mike. If Mike could do it, we can do it. And basketball is a team sport. Everybody not gonna be a Michael Jordan, right?
Exactly.
I mean, even great as Jerry was, 1-8 in the finals. 1-8, great as he was.
Yeah.
He couldn't beat the Celtics.
Yeah.
Roger Beller, he couldn't beat the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? It's a team sport, and that's where a lot of them guys got hurt because they wanted to be like Mike.
And see, that's why I always say when we make the GOAT conversation, you have to put everybody in the conversation. You've got to put Russell in the conversation.
Yeah.
You've got to put Baylor in the conversation. And it's all it's sort of a cop out, but maybe you'll understand. Like, I think instead of doing the greatest of all time, we need to say, are they one of the 5 best centers of all time? Are they one of the 5 best guards of all time? Are they one of the best 5 forwards of all time? I think that's much more of a fair argument, because the game was played a certain way when Wilt was around. The game was played a certain.
That's one, Anthony. Before we go,
before you go to that, let me just make this a little clear.
Right.
The reason why we have the GOAT, the reason why it's so much LeBron James, is because it's not about the best center. It's not about the best forward. It's about the man that put the team on his back and carried it. That's why Kobe was getting more praise when he finally took over the Lakers than Shaq was, because it was about, everybody knows Shaq was the best center, probably was the best, but it's about who putting that team on the back, who be getting all that praise. It's about your name being out there. It's about it ain't about who actually the best player on the team.
So when did that GOAT debate start, though?
It started with Michael and LeBron James. Yeah, it started because Michael got a little jealous of LeBron James
and all his fans.
I'm growing on him. So he came out with that Last Dance. Really got going.
Okay.
Hey, Jerry.
That came out.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Did you just show that top 10? That number 1 player was LeBron James, and number 2 was Kareem, and Michael. You can make that argument that this thing is pretty accurate. I mean, you may want to put Steph Curry in there somewhere.
If Michael Jordan fans are here, Michael be number 1, LeBron to be somewhere down in the list.
Robert Horry.
Some people are Magic on number 3.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Way down
there. Right.
Where's Kobe Bryant? Kobe Bryant should be here.
Kobe's number 9.
He's number 9.
Oh, I see it. I'm sorry.
Steph should be in there over Shaq.
Steph Curry should be in there.
That's why I like I think Amp was saying.
What about Charles
They
Barkley?
should go by categories: centers, guards.
Yeah.
Forwards.
What about Charles Barkley? Should he be in there?
He should be over LeBron.
Of course.
He's like Charles, boy. He's Charles, man.
See, my point was, when you look at Magic and Kareem, everybody put Magic over because he was that man that they look at as carrying the team. Right. When you look at LeBron James, everybody look at him as that man that carried the team. See, now Russell and Chamberlain, they didn't get a chance to actually carry their team like that because you pretty much got to have the ball be the leader.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shaq, you pretty much got to have Tim Duncan. You pretty much got to have the ball to become that GOAT. You got to be out there to really become that GOAT. And I think that slows that's why they don't go by. They go by who's out there.
Who's out there? Mm-hmm.
Right.
It used to be the small forward. They used to call the small forward the glamour position.
All right. So go ahead, Anthony. You want to say something before I sign off?
No, another guy. And I don't want to keep belaboring the point, but another guy that sort of to me gets lost in the shuffle is Hakeem Olajuwon.
I was thinking about that too.
I
But
think
just 2 championships.
But still, though, he was still the he got. Remember, they got to a couple finals before he finally won one as well, and he played. He played with Sampson, and he played with Drexler. I mean, it's.
Isn't he the all-time leader in blocks?
I think in blocks, and I think he's like maybe second or third in rebounds, center-wise as well.
The reason he lost, Anthony, because he's only going with 10. Because to me, Moses Malone is another guy that
Moses.
Yeah, Moses.
Yeah,
well.
Moses.
They ain't got Dr. J in here though. He's not in here.
Right, Dr. J. Yeah.
But see, again, when you do a list like this, there's gonna be another 10 or 12 that you say to yourself, how come that guy's not in there?
Yeah, Carmelo.
But Anthony.
But see, now out of these guys, could you really call, besides Michael and LeBron James, who's the biggest 2 GOATs out of all these guys' names? Who actually, even though all these guys are that great, who carried their teams the way LeBron James and Michael did?
Magic and Kareem to me.
Huh?
Magic and
no,
Kareem.
individual. Don't go. See, Magic is the one they look at as carrying the team, not Kareem. See, that's my whole point.
Okay.
Who actually like I would try to give it to Wilt because he did carry the Knicks at that. What was the Knicks or Lakers?
The Warriors,
He
Sixers.
gave them the ball. Anytime you scored 100 points, you had the ball a lot. So
And one year, Wilt led the whole league in assists one year.
yeah. So you can put Will Chamberlain as the GOAT actually.
Don, do you agree with this list, or would you change it around? Would you put Michael number 1 and LeBron number 3, or LeBron number 2?
Well, I'm gonna leave LeBron as number 1.
What about you, Bruce?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna have a different opinion.
Well, I mean, that's your opinion.
But I like LeBron for best all around.
Would you agree with this list?
Yeah, I like that list.
What about you, Anthony? Did you make any changes?
I would just make Magic probably a little higher. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, where you put him at? What number? Who you take out? One answer you
No, I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't take him out. I would just make him a little. I would move him. I'd move him up to like say, maybe about 4.
So you changed Chamberlain. You put Chamberlain at number 6. And
no, I would just switch them. I would just make Magic. I would just make Magic. Please, I put Magic 4, Wilt 5, and Russell 6. That'd be the only change I would make probably.
What about you, Kendall?
I'm looking at it again. Let me see. LeBron, Kareem, Michael, Wilt, Bill Russell, Magic Johnson. I gotta put Steph Curry in here somewhere.
Yeah,
4 titles.
But Kendall,
yeah,
I will put. You know why I put Dr. J in there? Because Dr. J
carried the league, 2 leagues.
The reason why they wanted the NBA players, they wanted that they emerged because of Dr. J and David Thompson.
Yeah.
Right? Dr. J was the Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan.
Sure was.
Okay? He was the man. Okay, he was the man. He was bigger than Magic. He was bigger than all them guys when he played. Okay,
yeah.
He should be on the list, even though he only got 1 because he lost to them guys because there was a lot of competition when he tried, and he had a lot of pressure. He had more pressure on him than LeBron or Michael Jordan. Well, maybe not LeBron, but Michael Jordan.
He was the GOAT when he came up to the NBA. He was the highest paid when he went to Philly. Right. He was the GOAT. At that time, that's who you would call the GOAT.
He was definitely the face of the league.
And I would take, I hate to say it like this, you got to take out Tim Duncan, or even though Tim got 5 rings, I'm not going by rings, you got to take out Tim Duncan or Shaq. And I'll put Dr. J in there because Dr. J had more of an impact.
Yeah.
Had more of an impact. Yeah. Everybody went home to see Dr. J when he played.
No,
did nobody come see Tim Duncan? I hate to say like Otis. Nobody come see Otis. Right? Everybody went home to see Dr. J.
Right.
That when Dr. J was in the NBA, he was the GOAT.
Right.
We can all agree with that. That was before Michael and LeBron. We always said he was the GOAT.
Doc was bigger than Larry Bird. He was bigger than Kobe. He was bigger than Tim Duncan. He was bigger than Magic. He was bigger than Bill Russell. Dr. J. And I saw the clip when he was playing at the Rutgers in New York. And people was in the trees. In the trees.
All on
the roof and everything. That's it was.
So put him right in between Michael and
all right, that's fine. All right, you guys. We had a great show tonight. I'm not gonna keep you guys all night. I'll close out tonight. Father God, we just want to thank you for another sports talk on this Tuesday evening, Lord. We thank you for our viewers, Lord, and those who are faithful and come to the show each and every Tuesday and Friday. And bless each and every family that's represented tonight with sports talk, Lord. We're looking forward to some great things in the future, Lord, and we know that you can supply our needs according to your riches and glory through your Son, Jesus. We give you all the glory and all the praise tonight and continue to bless each and every one of us with perfect health, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen and amen.
Amen, gentlemen.
Amen.
Great show.
Guys. See y'all on Friday.
Friday night.